What's going on, everybody? It's Mr. Fresh. You dig? Coming at you with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about closing deals over text message for pressure washing. So let's jump right into this because I know you guys love to just get right into the information. And before we get started, I want to make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you never miss an upload. And guys, if you want this text message script, make sure that you go down into the links below and click, and I'll have it for you for absolutely free. Also, I have a course that you guys can take that's going to teach you all of these different marketing tactics, how to close over text message, how to market in text messaging, how to market through email, how to market on Facebook ads, some marketing ideas that's going to bring free hot leads into your business. So I want you to go down there and grab that. It's going to be under $100, man. You guys will be able to pay for this with your first job. It'll pay for itself 10, 12, 13 times over. I promise you. I also have a 30-day money back guarantee for you guys in case you feel like it didn't work for you, in case you feel like I didn't give you the value. 30-day money back guarantee. All right, so let's jump into this. So what we would like to do today is go over the whole process of closing a deal over text message, all right? So what happens when you get calls and you're out in the field? When you get calls and you're out in the field, you don't really have time to answer the phone. So what I like to do is I put on an autoresponder. So when someone calls me and it goes to voicemail, there people leave their voicemail or not, but they automatically get a response from my phone app, okay? And the app that I am using is called Sideline, and I use that phone number for my business. And when people call in, I get an I set up an autoresponder. Now you can set up an autoresponder in any one of those text message apps or any one of those phone apps. I just know personally using Sideline will get an autoresponder. So in my autoresponder, I just say something simply like, hello, thanks for calling. I am in the field, right? I'm in the field and it's a bit noisy. It will be hard to hear you. How may I help you? Hello, thanks for calling. I'm in the field. It's a bit noisy. It'll be hard to hear you. How may I help you? Okay. Or identify yourself. Hello, this is Sam from Monster Clean. Thanks for calling. I'm in the field. It's a bit noisy. It'll be hard to hear you. How may I help you? A lot of times people will respond, okay? People will respond. So, the response is something normal like, yes, I was looking for a quote for my driveway. All right, so let's use the driveway example. So here's the customer. So I'm going to use C for customer, right? So the customer will come in and the customer will say, yes, I was looking for a quote for my driveway. Okay. And I'm typing this. Yes, I was looking for a quote for my driveway. All right. And then you say, awesome. Okay. Now let's just say you are actually in the field. Okay. You got to kind of just pay attention to your phone. It's probably in your pocket or, in the truck, or if you have an Apple Watch or any type of connected watch device that you can see that you're getting a text message. I recommend that, even though, you probably want to wear some gloves that go up your arms, some chemical gloves, so you can kind of keep those things protected. But I always kind of keep an Apple Watch on so that I can, figure out who is texting me or who's calling me. So I might take a break really quick just so I can answer the phone, or take a break so I can text with my customers. I know. All right. So looking for a quote for my driveway. So you just want to say, great, I can help you with that. May I start by getting your name? That right there will immediately establish you as the person who is leading the conversation. So it's just like when you're talking to someone, you want to lead the conversation when you're doing sales, okay? Always lead the conversation. Don't be the person who is answering questions. You want the customer to answer the questions, okay? All right, so the customer will say, sure, my name is Mike, all right? Always thank your customers, okay? Always thank your customers. So we're going to thank our customers. Okay, Mike, thanks for that. And then we're going to move on to the next thing. How did you hear about us? All right. We want to know how they heard about us, because when we find out how they heard about us, that gives us valuable information, right? So that we can use the next time that we start working with our marketing. So that's valuable information. All right. So how did you hear about us? Well, we heard about you through Facebook. Okay. Customer says Facebook ads. Okay, great. And may I have a email so I can send over a quote? Customer's going to come back. Sure, yes, no, whatever. If they say no, don't worry about it too much. Just move on. If they say yes, then great, you get it, right? He's cooperating today. So it's MJ at AOL.com or something like that. That's not a real one, okay? So don't follow that one. Okay, great. There's a good email. Is there a good email I can send over a quote? So I can send over a quote. Cool. Guy sends over email. All right, great. So now you got name, phone number, email, right? Awesome. That's what you want. You want to get that person's information right off the bat, because you want to be able to contact that person. Even if they say no to your quote, you still want to be able to contact that person, because they saying no now, and you got to figure out why they are saying no. And if you figure out why they're saying no and you can't overcome that objection, then you still want to have their information, because next year they might need something else done. All right. Maybe this year they're just getting the house washed. Next year they probably want the driveway done, or later on in the season they want the driveway done. Okay. And they'll remember you because you sent them the information. And also you got them into your email sequence, and you'll be able to start sending emails and educating your customers on processes and how to, maintain the cleanliness of their home's exterior and things like that in between washes. Okay. Things like that. It's a lot of information, I know, but we're going to keep moving. Okay. So, all right, great. You get the email, and you would like to now start the process of closing the sale. Okay. A lot of people say this is the ABC of selling. Always be closing. ABC, always be closing. Right. So we are always closing, really, from the beginning, because what we're doing is we're getting information and we're filling out the application to close the sale, right? We're not starting with, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. No, we're getting straight to the information, because the customer is calling in because they were doing what? They were looking for a quote. They're looking for a quote. Okay. This means they're invested in trying to figure out how much it costs so they can move forward, right? They have been sold. And really what you're doing is being the order taker, because what happens is when they click their links, they're going to your website. Your website is the salesperson. Okay. Think of your website as the salesperson. That website is selling everything, all of your services, is telling your customers, is educating your customers on what the processes are. It's educating your customers on all of your services, all of those great things. And then they are sold. They want to know more. They need a quote. Okay. So at this point, you're basically an order taker. Okay. Few objections you got to get over, if you have to get over any at all, depending on how good your website is. Okay. All right. So get the email address, and now we are going to start getting the information we need to get the quote. Okay. So obviously we need the square footage of the driveway. 9 times out of 10, your customer doesn't know that. So this is what you have to do. You have to educate them. I can get a quote over to you ASAP or immediately. I'll just need your address so I can measure your driveway. I can measure from Google. So I can get a quote over to you as soon as possible. I just need your address so I can measure your driveway, and I can measure it from Google. I usually don't hear any type of, pushback for that. Maybe once out of, 20, out of 20 customers that I text message. All right. So what I do then is I take that and I start working on it. Right. So I just say, again, thank you for that. Give me 1 minute. The customer gives me the address, 123 Main Street. I say, thank you for that. Give me 1 minute, and I'll be right back. Okay, So then what I do is I go into, my app, and I will pull up the house, of course, measure it, boom, 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 come out with the price. Okay. So great. The next thing we want to do is we want to value prop the customer. Okay. So we're coming back. All right. Now, I'm not going to go through a whole value proposition, but this is where you're going to value prop. Okay. Okay. Now you should probably have this already written out so you can just copy and paste it in. Here's our process for blank: driveway cleaning, for house washing, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So while you're waiting, here's our process for blank. All right. For driveways. All right. Then you give them the value proposition. Okay. You give them the value proposition. Okay. We're going to come out. We're going to, do a safety walk of the area. We're going to check out where all your vegetation is, or your grass and your plants are. We're going to water your grass to create a water barrier so that, we don't damage anything. Then we're going to, your process that you use. Reason why you're doing that is because you're letting them see, man, they're doing a whole lot. You go step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. And, they'll feel like, okay, wow, he's doing a whole lot. And they know what they're talking about. Okay. All right. And then at the end of your value proposition, at the end, then you give your price. Do not give your price until you have given them the value proposition. Okay. Do not give the price until you have given the value proposition. Let me say that again. Do not give them a price before you give them a value proposition. Now, here's another thing to note. You can also choose to not tell them the price and just say, I emailed over a price quote. Take a look at it. You can get back to me, or we can talk about it, or take a look at it right now, something like that. Okay. That's also another tactic that you can use. But I like to just keep them engaged in the text message. Okay. At the end of my value proposition, I'll say all of this for just whatever the price is, for just $250, for only $250. Don't say the low price, but just say all of this for just $250. And what I like to do is I like to go ahead and just close them all the way out right there. So all of this for just $250, and I have time or availability on Thursday at 12, whatever time. Okay. Sometimes you will get an answer. Sometimes you will get an objection. Okay. So where it goes from here is solely dependent on, the customer and how they're feeling right now at this point. So a fair amount of people will respond right after that. Okay. If they like it, they're okay with it. They say, okay, great. Or, okay, I can do Thursday. They say that, then good. You finish out. Okay, I got your name, I got your email, I got your phone number, and I got your address. So then you just close out whatever you're going to say. I say, okay, I'll be there Thursday at noon. I'm going to be sending you an email, and close out the sale just like that. Okay. Now, if they say anything other than, okay, I can do Thursday. Thursday works. That's fine. That's great. All right, cool. Anything other than that, someone else said, 150. When they say that, then you just remind them, okay? The value that I bring is whatever your value that you bring, okay? I'm going to do the job the right way. The first time I'm using industry, equipment, whatever your value is that you bring to the customer, you want to definitely show that you are bringing value to them, okay? By your work ethic, by, your equipment that you invested in, by the quality of work. Go check my website. You'll see the quality of work that we do. And that is the value. If you're in trouble with this and you want to know more, I definitely have a link down below where you can get this text message script. I'm going to give it to you absolutely free. And also I have a course that is going to teach you all of these marketing tactics like text messaging, marketing over text messages, marketing on Facebook ads, marketing through email, a bunch of different marketing. It's called the Customer Magnet Institute. A link to the course is in the description. You guys can go through that, see what it's all about, and then grab that course. Right now it is under $100. You're going to be learning a whole lot of things in there for under $100. Nowhere else on the internet are you going to learn things that I'm going to teach you for under $100. Okay. A lot of people are going to be coming at you with different things that they're going to want to teach you and they're going to want to show you, and they're going to charge you $500, $600, $700, over $1,000. I'm going to give you everything that you need to know to get your company running, getting the leads in on autopilot for just under $100. So I definitely need you to go down there, click the link, grab that course. It'll pay for itself with the first deal that you get. I promise you. I promise you it's going to do that. All right. And I also have a 30-day money back guarantee, just in case you want a safety net, in case you feel like, hey, you didn't give me the value that you said you're going to give me. I'll give you your money back 30 days. All right. So if you are having trouble, go down there, click the link, grab the course, and we'll see you inside. It's Mr. Fresh. You dig?